So hello everyone, welcome to a special episode of Tac-Com, joined today by our good friend, the man, the myth, the legend, the Gears of Lore god, the Dat Sheffy in real life, Andrew Morava, is that how you say your last name?
Yeah, yeah.
Or Parasidian, as most of you guys know him.
Or Sid, or whatever you want to call me.
Sid, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so I've known Sid for a while, he's been on our Tac-Com show for a long time, and then you
If
guys
you're
saw,
watching this, you probably know who I am. And if you
yeah,
don't,
yeah.
where you been?
He's the Gearspedia guy, he's the lore guy, come on.
Also,
So
hi.
So, Sid, you want to talk about when we're recording this video and why we're recording it?
We're recording this video like a day or two in advance. And I guess the big reason why we're recording this video is because I'm not going to be on TACCOM anymore. Nor will I
No.
be the chief administrator of Gearspedia. And
It's
I'll
because you're
be
quitting
very,
Gears, right?
yeah, and I'll be like not on the forums as much anymore because I got a job at the coalition as a QA tester. So because of that, I won't be able to do all these other things because I'll be part of the company now. So yeah, that's why we're recording this because that's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. Congratulations on that. Um, you'll be putting up a big thread on the forums, I guess you said, for
Yeah.
people to check out
So
and get more
if,
information about things like that.
if you're watching this, you're probably in the thread already. And I'm just gonna point up here. Like, just look up here. And yeah, right there. That's the rest of the thread. All right, cool. And there's gonna be some down here too. All right, cool.
Nice. So that's some pretty exciting news, and people are obviously going to want to hear about that. But
Yeah.
we'll start off this interview series. I like to get to know the community members, so we'll start off just getting to know you a little bit before we talk about your new job.
All right, let's go get into my closet.
All right.
Let's find all the skeletons. All right.
So let's begin with young Sheffy. How did you
Yeah.
get into video games? What was like the first game you played?
I want to say, I think it was Pokemon Gold and the Game Boy Color. I, I have a strong feeling that that's what it was
I've actually never played any of the Pokemon games like that.
because I remember getting it for Christmas as like a 2-pack kind of thing, and I remember playing it that New Year's and being like freaked out about the whole like I knew of Pokemon, but I never had it on my own. So then when it happened, like it changed from like night to day, I was like, whoa, what? And it was either that or Super Mario Brothers on the NES. So it's
Nice.
one of those two. But I'm gonna say with the Pokemon because that one I like better.
Okay. All right. So obviously everyone knows you for Gears. So how did you, or how and when did you first get into Gears?
I got into Gears just after the game came out. So I had seen the trailers, like kind of glimpses of it, but I didn't see that much of it. And then it came out, and I like knew of it, but I didn't know like what it was essentially. And my buddy, who I went to high school and like elementary school with, was like, "Hey man, I got this really cool new game for the 360. Do you want to come to my house so we can play it?" I was like, "Absolutely." So we skipped like our last two classes, and we went to his house and we played it. So he handed me the controller and I played a match of Gears of War on Canals, and I was like, "Whoa, this is something special." And like after that moment, I was hooked on it. Like I bought it, I got it, I got 360 a few days, like a week later, and I got the game, and then it just went from there. Just
So it
started.
was the multiplayer that got you hooked?
Ironically, yeah, because it was the first thing it's the first thing I touched, and that was what I was like. I just like the aesthetic, so I like the design of it. I like
Okay.
the design of the characters, like and the weapons and everything. And I was like, this is really cool looking. And then eventually, I played the campaign. I was like, oh, campaign's even better than multiplayer. And then I just kind of pushed the multiplayer away.
So the multiplayer got you hooked, and the campaign kept you coming back for all of these years, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Damn you, multiplayer.
All right. So obviously, Gearspedia and the Gears lore is what a lot of people think of when they think of you. So how did
People
you?
think of me. Oh my
I know,
god,
right?
I'm at that level. I mean,
What? So how did you get started with Gearspedia? how did you get started with the wiki and work your way up to be
I
the
guess
head
I guess
admin?
we'll, yeah, I guess we started at we got started at the forums because I started off in the Gears of War forums back when it was owned by Epic, and I was like 2008, 2009, and back then it was mostly just like chatting with people and stuff like that. Eventually, due to the fact because I played the game so many times and I've read the books so many times and stuff, people would always have like questions about like either story or lore, and like I don't know how this turned out, but I would always be there. I always answer their questions, and I guess I got a reputation for that because I always got the right answers and stuff. And I was always giving like the correct answers to people. And everyone's like, "Oh, he's the lore guy," and I was like, "Oh, cool." And I was also because like I helped with the avatar thread, so I was like posting a lot of pictures and stuff in that as well. And they're like, "Oh, this guy knows he knows like the lore and canon because he's posting all these pictures and he knows all the answers and stuff like that." And I guess at the end of the day, I liked helping people out with answering the questions, but I felt like I could give more. So I always use Gearspedia as well. Like I would look at it and I would read this stuff, and I was like, this is a free place. Like anyone can edit this stuff. So I know significant amount of stuff, so maybe I can go in there and help. So I went in and started helping out, like getting pictures and stuff like that. And eventually, like this is right around 2012, I was just started like editing pages, like writing down like more behind the scenes information, editing like just various stuff on there. And years went on, and eventually I got promoted to being an admin because I was doing a really good job apparently, and then I got promoted to being the chief because the former chief retired, and he thought I was the best applicant for the position.
Applicant, you
And I
applied for
guess
it.
now I'm gonna have to hand that over to someone as well, right? Because
Yeah,
it's done. So I'm gonna be handing that off to somebody, and yeah,
not
hopefully
sure
they
who
take
yet.
care. Hopefully they take care of the wiki and as much as
Yeah,
I did.
yeah. Hopefully we don't have to ban too many people right when you leave. Everyone floods in there.
Yeah, the moment I'm gone, all of them come back out. They're like, "Oh, he's gone," and then they start vandalizing.
So, I've gotten to know you from Gears quite a bit, and I've gotten to know you talking on Skype a lot. What are some of the things you enjoy doing outside of Gears and video games?
There's an outside. Since when?
Yeah, I went outside once. The
Yeah,
gameplay sucked, but the graphics were amazing.
it's a little scary.
Yeah,
Yeah, like I don't, I don't know. I do have like I enjoy reading comics a lot. I enjoy reading in general. So like I like reading books. I enjoy going out and like since I worked at a swimming pool, I would usually go to the pool and I would just like swim lengths. So swimming is like a recreational activity that I like to do a lot. Um, I'm a big like art enthusiast. So like when it comes to like either like artwork done for like comic books, like comic book pages, or like artwork done by comic artists, or like just artists in general, like that kind of stuff. I like collecting it. I like looking at that kind of stuff. It's very expensive type of hobby to have, but
well, now you got a nice new job to pay for it.
oh man, I'll be happy if I'm able to pay for dinner. So, but yeah, if I can keep doing this hobby, it's great. I have a portfolio, and maybe I bought some original Gears of War comic pages. Maybe I haven't gotten them yet, but I will soon. Maybe I show them off when I get them. Who knows? But yeah, I just like it. I also enjoy just walking around. Like since I'm going to be moving to Vancouver to work at the coalition, there's going to be a lot of walking around because I'm not going to know the place. So that's going to be a hobby of mine. It's just going to go out after work, essentially just walk around and see what there is to see. And yeah,
Cool. All right, so I've got one last question before we switch over to discussing the new job. So, sort of wrapping up all of your experience with the community in the past, it's been like 10 years now since Gears 1 came out.
all
What do
right.
you think your best memory is from those past 10 years? Your your favorite experience or experiences?
There was one thread back on the Epic forums. I can't remember what started it, but it ended up derailing, and it was the worst derailed thread I've ever seen in my whole life. But it was the greatest thing ever. I think it was someone arguing with Tao, and
Okay, that
that
narrows it
that's
down.
that starts it off. And then I think everyone just jumped in and was just started. Everyone, people started posting Anchorman gifs all over the place, and then it started being a Mortal Kombat gift thread where it was just Mortal Kombat characters fighting each other in posts, and it just was just the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. And it was just that was hilarious. That was a good. It was deleted eventually, but that was a good time. I don't know. There's a lot. Like it's really hard to condense it down to like just a few moments because between going to the studio like last year, like that's a recently that's a really good fond memory of mine. Like just being able to like meet the people at the coalition was great
Yeah.
and hang out with them. But like anytime I interacted with the community and just like discussed anything about the story, I enjoyed all of those moments. Like talking with like various like people in the universe section, just like just talking about theories, like characters, that kind of stuff. Super enjoyable. And I don't know, it's really hard to narrow down. Else there is like
All right.
you've been there a lot. You were there half that time as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No, I remember a lot of stuff.
yeah,
All right. Well, let's get to the fun part now. So, this new job, huh? Working
yeah,
for the coalition.
yeah.
So, I guess why did you apply? When did you apply? I guess you're starting on Wednesday, right when this video will be
Yeah.
posted.
So I should be start. This should be as you're watching this. So if you're watching this, I'm probably working already. They got the whip and they're just yeah, it got me working. So when did I apply? Can't remember. I no, fair. Like I had like I talked to like Jack and like Michael and like Soapy Dave, like all like those guys, like especially like Michael AOS and like seriously Soapy, those guys, they would always like message me like every once in a while and they'd be like, hey, you wanna, like we're hiring people interested in a job possibly because you're big, a lot about like gears and you're really passionate about it and you could be a great fit here. Eventually, like I never thought I would actually apply. Like this is like the whole thing is really surprising to me. I'm still like, weirded out about the situation because if you asked me 2 years ago, like, would you ever apply to like Epic Games or Coalition wherever? I'd be like, no, because I wouldn't know what to apply for because usually they want programmers and stuff like that. But after like Dave and all them like kind of pushed me a little bit. They kind of gave me that push. I was like, do you know what? I'm gonna go for it. It's my dream to work there. I'm gonna go for it. And I just kind of sent my thing in, and I ended up getting a callback for an interview. So and it was great. Um, how long? I don't know. It'd be weeks, months, somewhere around there. It was time. It's always moving. I don't know. So I can't remember that. That's a
Oh
lot,
God, your mic just freaked out there.
probably.
Your mic really just freaked out for a minute. um, let's see. So, do you have any idea? Obviously, there's a bunch of stuff you won't be able to tell us, but do you have any idea what you'll be doing there?
I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna work in QA. I'm gonna go home.
Cool.
I don't know. I don't know. Considering that I haven't even started working there, I have no idea what's gonna happen when I get through those doors. Um, but I guess I would like to be part of the QA team for the campaign. Well, because that would fit me the best, essentially, because I know a lot about the lore and stuff like that.
You're
But
assuming the game has a campaign.
yeah, maybe we just get like an arcade mode and then that's it. I don't know. Wherever they put me, and I'll be working on something. All right. Yeah.
Yep. All right. So, obviously, it's a big step for you going to work here. It's an awesome opportunity, but as you said before, there's some downsides to it. You don't get to run that wiki anymore, and you're not going to be able to post on the forums as much as you used to. You I guess that's pretty emotional for you, isn't it?
Well, at the end of the day, you gotta give up a few things chasing your dream, essentially.
Yeah.
Um, like I talking on like the forums are essentially kind of like for me essentially for the years that have gone by, especially back during the Epic days, it was kind of like an online home for me in a sense where everyone who enjoyed the same thing I did would gather around and we would just discuss it and just have a good time and joke around essentially. So I would always feel like comfortable talking about stuff on the forum because like everyone there was there for the same reason I was. And over the years, it's something that like is a daily thing for me. Like I'd go to work, I'd come home, log on the forums, see what's happening, discuss some stuff. And that's not going to happen anymore as much. Like I'm going to still be moderating it. Like I'll still be a moderator, but I won't be in discussions and stuff as much as I was before. And that I wasn't even in that many before I became a mod. So it's going to be hard not being able to talk to people about stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss it, and yeah, I'm absolutely gonna miss the wiki. Um, I put a solid 4 years. I want to say solid 4 years in there, and I just hope that the next group of people who look after that place, care about as much as I do, and that they keep it like up to date and they like keep it just try to keep improving it. Because I would hate to see the like my worst fear would be going on Gearspedia one day and seeing just vandalism everywhere and just like pages being like
Yeah.
nothing, and that would make me even more sad than leaving the place because knowing that I wouldn't be able to do anything about it.
Yeah. All right. Well, so obviously you're going to be having a thread to talk about a bunch of stuff, but I figured I'd give you a few minutes here. I'll full screen this and you can say anything you want, give any shout outs, or talk about anything you just want to discuss about starting the job and your past time like playing and interacting with this community.
Can I go now?
Yep, go for it.
um, Hi. So some of you may know me, some of you may not, but I've been part of the Gears community for I'd say a decent amount of time. Um, is weird. Like Gears of War is like I've gotten to know so many people thanks to this franchise, and it's weird. Like if I went back in time and never played this game, my life would have turned out way differently, and I wouldn't be where I am right now, and I wouldn't know the people I know right now because of that. So that's weird that this one franchise has affected my life so much that I couldn't even see my life without this franchise in it. I'm gonna miss talking to a lot of you guys, like especially all the people back in the Epic Forum days, like all you old timers. You know who you are. I'm gonna be I'll be missing discussing like the lore with you guys. I'll be missing you guys like putting out the lore button, calling me in to like help out with the lore question. I'll miss that because I won't be able to come in anymore. I won't be able to fly in from the heavens and rain down my knowledge. That's very sad to me. And I just I'm still gonna be around. And I guess my biggest hope is that I can make a difference to the franchise at least. Like even if it's a small thing, like even if I like am able to catch one like canon continuity error or something, that'll make it worth it for me. Because I was able to improve it even by a little bit. And that's at the end of the day, I think that's all I'm really hoping for. But yeah, I'm gonna miss talking to you guys. I hope you miss me talking or posting, If not, okay. And I guess that's it. Bye.
All right.
I promised myself I wouldn't cry.
Well, Sid, I brought this interview video type thing idea up to you months ago. I'm glad I finally got it started. Ever since I came up with the idea, you were one of the people I always wanted to have on, since such a active member in the community. So I'm glad we're able to get you in for this before you're starting your new job. So
Yeah,
thanks
I
for
remember.
joining me on this.
I kind of pushed it away for a little bit. I was kind of like, no, no, just like maybe we wait for her to do it later, kind of thing, because I knew this was going to happen. So I'm also happy we were able to do this.
Yeah.
And it's going to suck not being on Tac-Com anymore. You guys aren't going to see me falling out of chairs anymore. Maybe someone at the studio will post a picture of me falling out of a chair there. You know, let's hope. Fingers crossed. But yeah, I'm going to miss eating food while we talk about stuff on
While we
stream.
talk about multiplayer and then putting it down, paying attention while we talk
Yeah,
about
and
campaign.
then I start yelling about the lore and like waving my fists around, screaming at the computer while you guys all take it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna, it's gonna be different.
Well, for the viewers, I'll have links to Sid's profile and his forum thread down in the description. So go ahead and stop by, congratulate him on his new
Also,
job.
also you can talk to me on Twitter. You know the Twitter. I'll be there. I'm not gonna not
His
be
Twitter
there.
should be there. I don't know. It's on the screen
Here,
somewhere.
here,
No,
down
down,
here,
down.
up there, yeah, that way. Yes.
Good. So thanks again for stopping by, Sid. I'll talk to you
Yeah,
soon, hopefully, and
I would
I'll.
say anytime, but
No.
that's not gonna happen.
All right.
Hopefully, maybe someday I'll be back on here as like a special guest.
Yeah.
And then like I'll be an old man, I'll have a beard. I'll be yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you later.
Goodbye.